Welcome back, viewers. You're watching the Savera and I'm Shefali. At least 12 civilians have lost their life over the past 3 days as violent protests erupted across Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, highlighting reopening political and economic unrest in the region. Demonstrators clashed repeatedly with Pakistani security forces, leading to a dense and chaotic situation across multiple towns. The deadliest controversies occurred on Wednesday, when 8 civilians killed at Neelam Bridge and under nearby areas. According to reports from All India Radio, 4 people died in the Drikot Bhag district, while 2 each were reported dead in Muzaffarabad and Mirpur. Eyewitnesses accounted describe scenes of intense violence, with demonstrators throwing stones and Pakistani forces responding with live immunization and tear gas to disperse the crowds. The protest, orchestrated by Awami Action Committee, has effectively paralyzed Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir over the past 72 hours. In response, heavily armed patrols conducted flag marches through towns across the region, while thousands of troops were redeployed from Punjab province to reinforce local security forces. Islamabad reportedly sent an additional 1,000 personnel to contain the unrest as clashes continued to escalate, signaling the seriousness with which Pakistan authorities are treating the situation. The immediate cause of the demonstrators is linked to recent airstrikes in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, where 30 civilians were killed by Pakistani Air Force J-17 fighter jets using Chinese-made LS-6 laser-guided bombs. The strikes and the growing pattern of military repression have fueled public anger, prompting the AAC-led protesters demanding political and administrative reforms. Nasir Aziz Khan, spokesperson of the United Kashmir People's National Party, has called on the United Nations and the international community to intervene, warning of a worsening humanitarian crisis in the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Speaking at the 6th session of the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, Khan emphasized Pakistan's obligation under international human rights treaties, including the Vienna Declaration, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, to safeguard fundamental freedom and prevent further civilian casualties. The protests reflect mounting frustration among locals over what they described as systematic deprivation and political marginalization. The Joint Awami Action Committee has announced a complete shutdown and a wheel jam strike on September 29, pressurizing authorities to respond to its 38-point demand list. Key demand includes the abolition of reserved legislative seats in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, including 12 seats reserved for Kashmiri refugees settled in Pakistan, and other measures aimed at ensuring fair political representation and governance. Analysts note that the current unrest exposes deep structural issues in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, where civilians feel increasingly alienated due to lack of economic opportunities, limited political participation, and ongoing military repression. The heavy-handed response by security forces risk escalating the situation further, raising concerns over the humanitarian and political implications for the region. That's all for now on this update. Stay tuned to the Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.